Go outside. Big time forward. Yeah.
Right, it's been a while. I've missed this. I've missed seeing you guys. Especially if you haven't been on there, some new guests. But cool. So today, obviously, it's been a while since I've done it, so we're doing more of a reflective kind of podcast. I'm going to ask a lot of people about their life lessons over the last 12 months. Kind of just have a discussion about things that some people may have learned or they thought to share or whatever it is that can be helpful to a lot of people. So if anyone wants to go first, do you know what I mean I'm trying to say, or start it off, by all means, I'm just
going to ladies first, I think it's only right. Courtesy.
What? How did it get to me? How did it start to ladies first and then it became, let's start with you? No, I think I just said something, so I think you should.
No, because he just looked at you and went, okay, let's go. So.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, listen. It's being open to speak.
What's like?
What's the question?
What's the number one thing that you've learned this year?
What do you mean?
Yeah, just start with that.
Yeah. What's been your biggest
lesson?
Like the thing that you come away from, you've gone like, raw, like you look up the last 12 months, you've gone, wow, like that there taught me this.
Yeah.
The biggest lesson I've learned this year was about caring about what people think. I think that was like a really big thing that I was struggling to deal with. Everything I did in life was surrounded by, like based around opinions that other people had of me, like what I wore, how I did my hair, like the things I was eating, like everything was just like going with everyone else. Whereas this year, I think I just realised like I just got so tired of it. Like it's hard to just keep up appearances all the time. I just started doing what I wanted to do. You know, I cut my hair, I dress how I want to dress, things like that. Like I literally just do what I want to do, and I've loved it. Like it was bare free. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's do you know what it is about that specific concept of not caring about what people think is that it's so easy to say it. Like I can sit there and say to you, I don't care what you think.
But you will. When you leave, you're thinking about what that person said. Like it's hard. It's like even when I left the house this morning, my dad made a comment about the way I looked or something, and I went straight upstairs to my room to look at myself again, and I was like, nah, you felt fine before he said something, so you were probably fine. So why did I second guess myself? Just because somebody else has an opinion, like that's his personal opinion. So I just left the house and I felt great after. But that's because I'm saying like it's something that I'm getting over. I haven't got there yet. It's just I feel like you knew me in first year, and like how bad it was in first year. I think first year was hard. Like
recognising it is the first step.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Do you think that's something you can always do though? Like eventually you're gonna be to a spot where you never care what people think.
I don't think anybody should never care what people think.
Oh, I disagree.
You think people should never care?
Yeah.
I think it's physically impossible.
I don't think it's physically impossible. I think that we've just been programmed to think in a way where it's like we have to think about what everyone else is trying to say about us. But the most important thing is when you know what you want for yourself, like no one else can say anything about that. Like when you have your own vision for yourself, like no one else should be able to tell you otherwise. And that's why I mean like
it depends though, because some people like I think it's hard to like especially like to G-check yourself without some recognition of what other people think of you.
But then this is why self-observation is very important, because you can't rely on other people to always observe yourself for you.
But it's not necessarily of people's like opinions, but maybe like their reactions to the things you do, like things like that. Because if you're being a horrible person and you don't care what anybody else thinks, you're going to continue being a horrible person. You might not even think you're being a horrible. There's some people that genuinely will say things and behave in ways they don't even think are wrong, but we know they're wrong. So we're going to keep hearing what you're doing is witness. You need to take it in.
that context, but you're saying about your appearance and...
stuff like that, fair enough. But I think you're saying like you should never care what people think. I'm saying
I don't think you should.
Sometimes
because it hinders your progress. It actually hinders you.
No, even appearance as well.
Depends.
There's certain situations. Like for example,
we have responsibility.
Like of course, if, like say for example, someone's like hella overweight, and they have this mindset. I don't care what anyone tells me. I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
I promise you that is not comfortable. It's a health risk.
Now when diabetes comes,
that's a health risk to you, but
to them.
But I'm saying, but they don't care. Like if they want to be fat, they want to be fat. That's the life they've chosen to live. Let them do it. You don't need to comment on it.
But then, Sue, if I'm fat,
I can advise you as a friend and be like, Chica, because I care about you and I'm concerned about your weight, I think you should like do this, this and that. But you don't have to take that on board, and I shouldn't have to force that on you. Simple.
I don't know, man. Okay, I think it should be forced upon, but that's a
no. Because how can you force someone to do something they don't want to do?
I think it depends.
I think when things
it's like
if you're different. A matter of health, It's a situation where it affects everybody.
Why? Why does someone else's health affect you?
Someone who is extremely overweight.
Yeah. How is that
cannot do
affecting you?
things in life like other people. They can't work.
But why does
Where
that
they
affect
gonna
you?
work? They can't
Why
work.
does that
Of course it
affect
affects
What
you.
did you say?
No,
So-
it doesn't affect
Of
you.
course it affects
It
people.
doesn't affect
Of
you.
course
It doesn't affect
Okay,
anyone.
what
but them.
if it's your
In the
parent
long
or
run.
your child?
Okay,
and they're
that's a different story.
No,
but if it's
Still
a
doesn't affect
stranger,
you.
it
It
doesn't
doesn't
affect
affect
you.
you though, because
It's
it's
not
not
affecting your life. Like,
But it is affecting my life because if my mum is morbidly obese to the point where a doctor's telling her, yo, you know,
Okay.
and she's saying, I don't care, I'm big and proud,
okay.
and I'm telling her, yeah, but you're ill, and she's saying, I don't care. It's still affecting my life because if I now lose my mum
Okay.
because she's died from an illness, I'm trying to tell you need to take it serious.
Yeah.
It's now affected me. If my child dies because of a health risk, I'm trying to tell you sort yourself out. You're not doing
But
it.
if it's your child, I'm saying it's your fault, basically.
But obesity is a disease, though. You do know that,
I
innit?
don't think it
That's an
is.
actual disease. Obesity is a disease that people suffer from.
What you're trying to say is...
What I'm saying is, though, in general,
Yeah.
health is a thing that everyone should look at
Yeah,
to care for each other.
100%.
Do you get it? Yeah, of course.
But primarily the person has to care for themselves.
Yeah.
It should be forced upon them.
No.
Of course it should.
It can't.
Then they take spaces up in NHS,
Okay, then
and then we have places where...
I think
Imagine everyone just doesn't care about their weight.
Taxes.
Imagine everyone just doesn't care about
Let
their
me
weight.
ask you
All of a
this.
sudden.
Let me ask you this question. Though. So you said that you don't want that you're trying not to care about what people think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming off the NHS stuff, but so much to the like. Would you say the process? Like, what process have you implemented to do that? Because for me specifically, I've had a year where it's been difficult to do that. Because if you don't feel good in yourself, you automatically assume that some people not think good about you as well. So, for example, one of my big things that I've realised that I had to realise this year was like, this is so fucked. But in my head, like, I would see people. I say I walk somewhere, wherever, their restaurant or McDonald's, wherever it is, I'm just chilling, and someone starts laughing, and I look at them, they're looking at me. I automatically think that he was laughing about me. But that there is so detrimental to your own health because it's like there's how everything in the world that they could have been talking about, you think it's about you.
Think about you.
But then I feel like that's an insecurity within yourself. Let me tell you now, my hair's been short for years. I cut my hair first time in first year. And then I tried to do it and then I was like fluctuating with like weaves and whatever. I tried to do it again at the start of this year. And then one guy in the library came up to me and was like, you look like a lesbian, and he was laughing at me. Now when I say laughing at me, like he came into my face, looked around my head, you look like even tapped his boy. Lash looks like a lesbian.
That's fucked up.
He was like violated me, and then I went home and I got rid of it because it was like
That's fucked up.
it was like his opinion, because it was something like I was so insecure of. I just don't think I was ready to make that change at the time. I did it again a couple months later, and I tell you, like, I was in church like 2 days ago, and my hair was red at the time, and I could hear some woman in the back like mumbling about me. Like, why would she even do that to her hair? Like, why would you do that? And I was laughing because at this particular moment in time, like, I'm ready. I wouldn't really say there was a process, Louis. I'd say like I did the same thing in 2 different times, but me inside, it depends on like your circumstances and stuff. Right now, I was ready to do it, and now I don't care what people say. I'm not insecure. Last time I was doing it like half-heartedly, not really with the thing. So somebody's opinion can affect me. I feel like when you do things truly because it's right for you and it's the right time, you're not gonna care what people think. You're thinking, yeah, I'm sitting there, people are talking, and they might be talking about me. Do you know how many times like I've heard people mumble, and I've gone, are you talking about me? And they're like, rest, like I'm not talking about you. It's inside you. You don't
100.
feel 100%.
100%.
So you don't expect people to see you at 100%. Like, how can you expect somebody to look at you and think you're calm if inside you don't feel calm? You're always going to assume somebody's going to think like.
That's why it always comes back down to
It
the
always comes
individual.
back to the individual.
Like,
individual
the
self.
way you feel about
So to
yourself.
answer your question, there was no process. It was literally, I promise you, I was walking down the street one day and I just got so fed up of like the pretense, and I was just like, I'm tired.
I feel like that day happened to me as well. Like, as you got to know, the other day we were playing football and I just went, I was in. And you know, it's like, obviously I can't speak for everyone, but I'm going to make an assumption that a lot of people have. You got your. For me, I've got many voices in my head, not like on some schizophrenic thing, but like things that conflict each other. So there'll be some days you feel good and the confidence, and then like I got some voices where I check this or check that, or do you know what I'm trying to say? Like when I got to that point of what you're saying is, I was on the train and that voice was just chatting shit, cuss a man out, and I was like, you know, I keep talking, bro. I can't bother. Like I was actually physically so drained, like of listening to myself. just getting on to myself, like, was like, wow, like, I can't do this. Do you know what? Just keep talking. And that's why, like, for me, I just had to just cut a lot of things. That's one of the things this year, like, I just realised. I sit here and I go, a lot of my life's been centered around my friends, and maybe that's a good thing or not a bad thing, I don't know. But the one thing I've learned this year is I need to be my best friend. Before anyone says to me, who's your best friend?
Yeah.
People always ask me that question. I say Shane, I say Mace, I say all these people that are in my life, but it has to be me, man. Because shit, like, God forbid, touch wood, these lot could die all tomorrow. And then and if I don't love myself, what, do you know what I'm saying? Who am I left with, bro? So you have to be that person that you go to. And that's when I realised it's about training that voice in your head to say to you,
Touch a wood, fam. Like I said.
yeah, I did it for you, but yeah, as many times as you need to do. But like, I had to, like, so when I hear things in my head, that negative thing, I go, the way I look at it is, it's an equation. Would you let your brethren chat to you like that? Oh, you look shit today, dude.
Yeah.
If you said that to me, I'd be like, rah, like. But when I say it to myself,
You're ready to cut the
I
friend
don't
off.
even check myself.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? And that for me is getting a madness. And I want to ask you a question specifically. Obviously, me and you have had a few conversations over the year, not as many as I would have liked, obviously, different locations. But regarding, obviously, as you know, you've done a lot of things on YouTube, you've gained a lot of attention from doing certain things in a certain community. And obviously, me and you have talked personally, and you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but it's been difficult for you at points to kind of get accustomed to that. So in a year where you've kind of gone down a bit on it, would you say you've learned any lessons from that, or?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, clout chasing, isn't it? I think that's what I learned mostly. Because when I started YouTube, I got, like, the first day, I think we had like 1,000 subscribers. I was gassed. I was thinking, oh my days, these people are watching me. Do you get it? So excited. And then all of a sudden, it's a thing where now I'm trying to please them. So I stopped, like, for example, coming around here. Like, I'd be chilling in places I don't really normally chill. Like, I'd be going shisha. I hate shisha. Why was I even there? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'll be chilling there for what? Because some galley know me from YouTube. Do you know what I mean? It was dumb. And eventually I started feeling bare sad. Not sad, but like, I wasn't really on doing certain things. Like, I didn't like going out as much. I'd stay at my gaff now. I was bare down, do you know what I mean? So that's probably why I learned clout chasing. Since I stopped, like, I've been feeling better.
Because that for me was so weird to watch, like, to watch you, like,
Go.
do you know what I'm saying?
I was going to ask him something as well. I was going to ask you, do you feel like you got away from yourself, if that makes sense? Like,
No, for sure, yeah. That's
once
what
you got the
that's what
subscribers, there's, like, the reason why you done YouTube in the first place or wanted to, like, do that endeavour was because you really had, like, a passion for it and you was doing it off, like, it was just organic.
Yeah.
And then once you got, like, once you knew it could be a thing, then you start, like, overthinking it maybe.
Yeah, I started with myself.
Thinking, like, alright, cool, I need to do such and such, where maybe that, like, vigour and what you had at the start, where it was just, like, you was purely doing it just off the cuff, like, just you being yourself, you know what I mean? So do you feel like you got away from that, like, just because of, like, you was getting noticed and...
I think I just stopped being myself, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think that's what's fucked up about it.
I think what you have to realise is, though, when you get, like, a audience that's watching you, it's not just you now. So, like, that might not have been your fault, if that makes sense. You just might not have been able to deal with having an audience or having to please people, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
I think it's very good though that you've managed to, I've said it maybe before, but from what I'm hearing, I feel like it's very good that you managed to come out and see, because there are some people that just give into it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like clout chasing as a whole, not just on YouTube, is a very big problem.
It's a drug.
With our particular age range.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it, like, social media, I'm actually starting to get physically sick from it, because I feel like there are some people that do things, behave certain ways now for reaction online, or like even things like Snap, they make certain snaps because they want certain people to respond, and it's just not you. They go certain places. Do you know what I mean? They go certain places because it's a nice place to take a picture, and it's like, why can't you just go somewhere you want to eat? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, people are dressing in ways, like, even like today, like the discussion we had and stuff, like where he was like, well, like, you don't like wearing shoes or whatever. Like, there are some people that will go out and actively buy things just only because, do you know what I mean?
Not out of them wanting to buy it, just because they know that they're going to be seen a certain way if they're wearing that
Sure,
brand
sure.
or that trainer.
Do you know
That,
what I mean? We're talking about graduation next month, and I'm hearing people want to buy lubes to graduating.
Yeah.
Who's looking at your foot when you're graduating because you want to walk up the stairs and see a red
You just
sole?
done 3 years or 4 years of hard work.
And your
just
concern
really
is having
follow that shit.
lubes on your graduation day.
Yeah.
I'll go and wear
Sure.
my Primark heels and I'll be grateful to go and get my
Yeah,
diploma.
exactly,
That's
yeah.
what I came for.
Mm.
I feel like it's good that you have come back to the main reason why you started in the first place. In fact, it's even better that you lost your way a little bit because you're never going to go back again.
I
Yeah.
can't.
Because you're going to remember
Learn
the
that
pain
lesson,
of not
yeah.
being yourself. Yeah, true, genuine people can't be fake.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
I noticed that I was hella sad at one point.
because it's not you.
It just felt weird. I didn't like it. I'm a happy person in general.
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
In general, I'm
that's-
so happy
to
to
see
for
you like
sure,
that
yeah.
was so funny to me. I've had many conversations. I'll be like, I say to these men, like, what's wrong with this guy? Like,
Yeah.
not even on the thing of like you was upset, but you know when somebody's, it just feels like
Feels thanks up.
it's like you're trying to. It's like because you're so happy. It was got to the point where it's like because I think you got so used to pleasing subscribers. It's almost like you were trying to please everyone. So even me, it was like sometimes like. Shane knows, these two know, because we live very close to each other. When I come see them at night and I'll be in a bad mood, and I won't hide that. But sometimes I can feel like I'll be with you and it's like, I know when you're just happy.
Yeah.
But it's like you're being happy, but they say there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Don't you think that comes back to like what we were saying though about people's opinions and stuff? You lost
No,
your way.
That's what I'm saying. I agree with you to an extent.
Yeah, because him losing his way, you know, he might have told him at a point, like, bro, this might not be you, or maybe he didn't, but maybe he should have told him, like, you're losing your way a bit. Him, on his I don't care what people say thing, might have been like, nah, I'm calm, I'm cool with where I am.
But sorry to interrupt you, can I just say, like, he realised in himself that he wasn't being himself. He didn't need Louis to tell him that he wasn't being himself. He felt unhappy already because there was a disconnect. When you're not being yourself, you're trying to please other people and you're trying to do other things. You're not grounded in yourself. When that happens, you end up feeling depressed. And I'm sure everyone's been there at a point where we've gone so long trying to be someone that we're not. And then you think, fuck, who even am I? Like, what am I doing here?
How do you get back?
How do I get back?
Yeah, the way
How
back,
do I become the person I used to be? Because
Yo,
this
that
isn't
was
me.
a big thing in me. How do I go back?
How do you return? Yeah, because
Yeah,
you've come so far.
That was such a big thing in me.
Yeah.
On that point comes, obviously I want everyone to speak and whatnot, and I don't mean to jump in, but that's the one big lesson that I learned this whole year.
It's how to
Was
get back.
Chica knows, everyone here knows, I've called everyone, obviously me and you got to know each other
Yeah.
recently, but we've touched on it slightly, but I went through a period last year, before this 12-month period that we're talking about, where I was angry all the time. You get me? And it was like, I had a conversation with my friend Manuel. He was like to me, don't matter. You choose whether or not to be angry, or you choose your feelings. Like, it's so easy to say you're in control, like you're not in control. Like, it's so easy for me to go say Shane said something to me now. Bro, I can't believe. But I choose whether or not I get it.
Exactly.
I choose how much it affects me. And for such a long period, I was happy with myself. Started uni great, like I was great. And unfortunately, like you were saying, like getting back to where you was, it's so easy. Like I think we both gone through the same thing in different scenarios. So you was kind of trying to be somebody that you weren't for a large group of people. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For me, I'm going to talk about a romantic side that, just briefly, that I've met somebody and I thought, right, this is it. And then, because I was chasing it for so long, I lost everything.
Yeah.
I lost everything. Like, I swear to God, bro, like I was like, enough times I'll be in the library, gotta come out, call these two. Yo, I can't even revise. Because I was that like, man, I don't even know who I am, bro. I come back from like, because it's like, when you trick, especially I think it gets to the point where, romantically, especially when you think you found somebody, and there will be things where you're trying your hardest to please somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you want that person to be happy. Do you get me? I was chasing like,
I think
just
everybody's
do you
been
get me?
there.
Everyone's been in
That was the
situation.
last like 5 odd years of my life, and
Crazy.
cutting that person out was probably one of the major catalysts in my own progression, because people underestimate how powerful other people can be in your life, especially when you think you love someone. When you have feelings for someone, like you genuinely like don't see the poison that they bring into your life.
Yeah, you see, it's like a
Yeah.
one-way. Like,
Some
you've got
tunnel
blinkers on,
vision.
yeah,
You
tunnel
only
vision.
see like, and then you will do things and you will say things and you will live a certain way because you want that person to see you. You want that person to understand you. And to me, it's like if you didn't get me from the beginning,
Yeah.
Then you need to
It's
get
not
me a
until you
call.
step away from
Yeah.
that
Do you know what I
whole
mean?
thing to realise.
Girls do it a lot where like they want to talk to a boy, but they'll be like, okay, what can I do? Like, they'll call their friends, or what can I do to get him to look at me? What can I do to get him to see me? Whereas nowadays,
You know what I would say to that?
yeah, it's like she was told to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like,
Because what do you mean you're trying to look a certain way for someone? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, the person that likes you, they're going to like you for who you are. And if you try to be someone else, you're going to have to always try and keep that up. And it's going to get to a point where you can't keep it up
It's
anymore.
like telling a lie.
It's
Yeah,
telling a
yeah.
lie.
And then when you try to show your true self to the
they're
person,
going to be like,
Yeah.
they'll be like, what do you
like,
mean?
You can't do
do you know what I
it.
mean?
Like,
Or-
who is this? You've
Language
changed.
changes.
Do you know
the
what I
true
mean?
state
It's
is in.
that's the worst thing about this whole thing that I'm saying. Is I was lying to myself.
Yeah.
I'm lying to myself. I'm sitting there, I'm going to myself. I'll be calling Chica. I'll be like, like, but she done this, like, like,
And what will I tell you?
she'd be like, like, she for example, like, I was just with her. She told me that I need to go home, and then she just called me to come back quickly, and I'll be like, what does that mean? And let's like, bro, if you don't know what it means, you know what it means.
Mixed
If you
signals
don't know-
should be taken as a no.
What?
For me now, mixed signals I think were
Is a
one
no.
of the worst things because the things it does to your head, yeah. Whereas now, if I feel like,
We're too grown for mixing.
fam, we're too
Yeah.
grown. I feel
Yeah.
like
You should know. If
I
you
feel like
don't know, then
nowadays,
don't
I don't
come
see-
to me.
I don't see what there is to lose. Like
Yeah.
if you're feeling someone, like even when you used to call me about that situation, whatever, I used to always just say to you like, if she wanted you or if they wanted you,
You know.
you would know.
Yeah,
there's no confusion there,
There's no
and like.
middle-
do you know what I mean?
there's no middle ground.
Yeah.
It's either-
However, with things like that, it does start with you because there've been days when like I've turned around and been like, you know what, I can't lie. If you didn't want me before, I don't want you now. Then the guy will now realise like, oh wow, like I've messed up. Do you know what I mean? You have to check it in yourself.
Yeah.
Like this situation ain't good for me, and the other person will now start running after you. Why do you think it is? Because they've seen you look more secure in yourself, and they want that. They don't want somebody that's flip flopping. You know, flimsy. They want someone that can say, "This is what I want.
So-
You're not it. I want to leave."
But like, I do know this is so crazy because it's like I just didn't.
You didn't see that.
I couldn't see it coming, bro.
Yeah,
Because
you
I've
couldn't.
had a girlfriend before in which we had problems. I was upset about certain things, but it was nothing like this. Like this was like, bro, you don't want me, like, but why? Like, and it was like the search for why you eradicate everything about myself, and it was like to the point where I'm building. It's so long. Do you get what I'm saying?
You
Like,
get tired. You get worn
it's
out.
bro, like I was snap. Like, I remember the day when me and her stopped talking. I went to uni the day. You know me as well. I love sleep. these are me at my house. I mean, I'll go to bed at 1. But I know people that go to bed at 4. Like you go to bed late.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
nothing.
4, 5, yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? I can't do that, bro. I couldn't sleep. I went to my lecture or seminar, whatever it was, bro. I just remember sitting there like I couldn't even see straight. I hadn't slept. I couldn't see. Like I've never experienced a relationship with somebody, male or female, where I couldn't like.
It took over your whole.
Like, I took over everything. I couldn't function properly. Like, and that for me, learning how to get back from that. This is my lesson. Is that I can do anything. I can do anything. Because for me to get back, I looked back and went, I can do anything. Because you can rebuild yourself. It's the hardest thing you ever have to do. Because
Picking yourself
it's
up.
It's programming. Because you can sit there. Like I said, it's about accountability. It's about you choosing. I can sat there and go,
Got to tell yourself you're better than that.
I'm upset, man. Blah, blah. Do you get me? Like, it's because of her, or it's because of this has happened to me, or I didn't get the grade here. No.
Can I just say that I'm really, really happy that because I've known you since college, and then this girlfriend you had, and then like the way you were in college, like you used to have a lot of mood swings. You used to get, remember, like we used to tiff a lot. We used to argue all the time, just over rubbish. And then you'd always call me and say like, you know, I'm sorry, whatever. But even the fact that you bugged out, yeah, you do it again. Whereas like now, you don't have that. You don't even get upset anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like you don't get.
Try not to.
You try not to. But and a lot of the pain. You know what I mean? A lot of the pain I've seen you suffer is as a result of, you know, these other people that you've had feelings for. And I feel like now that you've come out and you've realised like no external individual should control my feelings. I've seen a massive change in you as a person.
No, 100%.
And like it's astonishing to actually see like how much different I think you are. And I don't see you often. We only really speak on the phone.
It's
but-
funny because it's like I have a close relationship to you, and I've seen you twice in 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah, but that's just because like I saw potential in our friendship, and I enjoy our friendship. There's something there. Like I saw you before you probably saw you. I saw what you were capable of, and now we've reached the point where
You're manifesting.
Do you know what I mean? This is like the best it could be.
But that's the thing. I'll just say to everyone, it's just like, for me, the last thing I'll say on this is that the one person I talked to was you. We sat in our sweating Haggerston, it was late night, and I asked you the question. I said, like, obviously I've known you my whole life basically, and I said to you, why is your relationship different now to how it used to be? Like in terms of, it seemed a lot more mature. Like,
don't get me in trouble.
No, it's not, nothing like that. But you just like to me.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but it's such a good lesson. Not like that, but it's like. And he sat there and he said to me, as a young man when I was in a relationship, when I was younger, I put my whole self into it, and I left with 70%. He said, now I'm in a long relationship. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm where I am, but I know that I've got me at all points. And when he said that to me, I didn't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand, like, but like that lesson there said to me is like, any girlfriend I have now, you have to compliment me, like my life.
That
It
comes
can't.
with being an adult though.
Huh?
When that comes with being an adult.
But that's what I'm saying. But I hadn't realised that until this year, and that's my lesson. So that's me for.
Like for example, you say you've been working in it, so you've got responsibilities of your own. You've got like been paying like bills or whatever. Like you've got your aims and your whatever. I feel like when we're at uni, we're stuck still in a bubble where we don't really have that much responsibility. We don't really have that much to worry about. Like you don't really have to work hard other than 2 times in a year if you've got January exams. Other than that, like we've just got so much time on our hands. So our relationships, our affiliations are childish. You spend bare time with one person. That don't make sense. In life, you're not gonna sit down next to your partner every single day, all day on the phone, texting each other all the time. In real life, you're gonna have your own responsibilities, your own plans. Your partner's just an extra bonus to the rest of your life. That's the difference between probably him in his relationship now and what you went through. You were going through it in that uni bubble of, I bet you if you had the same situation here with real life going on, you would have clocked long time that it wasn't working.
I wanna put you in my life forever, forever, forever.